I can watch this show all day. This is just an awesome show. And I'm thinking about watching the show right now. What's up, you guys? Godzilla PowerPuff fan here. Today is a very cool video. Today is my first ever salute. Today I'm going to be saluting on my #1 favorite show of Cartoon Network of all time, the PowerPuff Girls. I love this show so much. Last year I watched it on August 25th, 2018, and it was an awesome show. I will never forget the time when I watched it with my brother in the living room. So, the PowerPuff Girls, wow, this show is awesome. It features 3 little girls saving the world. Blossom, who's the leader, and she's really cool. Bubbles is cute and adorable. And Buttercup is my favorite. She's tough and feisty all the time. The PowerPuff Girls is a great show. I highly recommend it, and there's a ton of episodes I like. And PowerPuff Girls, I've grown to love it so much, it's part of my channel. And I do reaction videos and PowerPuff Girls related content on my channel. And Powerpuff is part of my name, Godzilla PowerPuff fan. So that means I'm a huge fan of PowerPuff Girls. And I'm a fan of Godzilla. PowerPuff Girls is a great show. My favorite character is Buttercup. The professor is a great character. He's always helpful and caring to the girls. Even during the episode Curses, telling the girls that curse words are very bad. And Powerpuff Girls has a lot of funny moments, like the scenes when the Powerpuff Girls and Curses had their mouths washed out with soap off screen. And you see them with the soap in their mouth. I was like, what do they have in their mouth? And they had soap in their mouth. That scene was just hilarious. Powerpuff Girls is a really fun, hilarious, action-packed show. And this is my Powerpuff Girls avatar. That means how much I love this show. And this is a drawing that I did of how much I love Powerpuff Girls. It's a very nice drawing. Love how it turned out. So, Powerpuff Girls, #1 favorite show of all time. Show's just so freaking awesome. And every once in a while I do marathons of the show because of how much I love it. And when I watch the show, it just puts a smile on my face. This show is just an awesome show. So, I highly recommend it. And if you guys are wondering how did I feel of the Powerpuff Girls reboot, the reboot, in my opinion, like a lot of people like Phantom Strider and other people, they actually hate the Powerpuff Girls reboot. They said the reboot is just cringeworthy, it ruined the original. And the infamous scene when the Powerpuff Girls are twerking, yeah, I can see why the Powerpuff Girls reboot is hated. Like, the twerking scene is so infamous, but in my opinion, my thoughts on the Powerpuff Girls reboot, the reboot is an okay reboot. In my opinion, the reboot is funny. It's not cringeworthy. And from time to time, sometimes I watch episodes of the reboot. My favorite episode from the reboot is Lil Octi is Lost. And reboot, a lot of people raged when the reboot had a Powerpuff Girls Teen Titans Go crossover. And I like Teen Titans Go a tiny bit. I used to love Teen Titans Go, but my interest is starting to fade away from Teen Titans Go and starting to go more to Teen Titans. Saying that, Teen Titans is the better show than Teen Titans Go. People say Toddler Titans, but Teen Titans Go is an okay show. And the movie, in my opinion, is better than the show. It's funny, the movie does have some butt jokes, fart jokes here and there, but not too much. But I highly recommend Powerpuff Girls. And if you are a fan of the original Powerpuff Girls and not like the reboot, I can see why. But the Powerpuff Girls, it's good. The original is really good. And also, in my opinion, the reboot is pretty good. The reboot does have some flaws here and there, they're not crime fighting as much. They act more mature instead of little girls, and they removed Miss Bellum and new voice actors. So those are the only flaws that I can find with the reboot. So those are my thoughts on the Powerpuff Girls reboot and also my salute. And Powerpuff Girls, greatest show of all time. I highly recommend it. And the Powerpuff Girls creator, Craig McCracken, I love you, Craig McCracken, and I love your shows, Powerpuff Girls, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and Wander Over Yonder. So that's my salute on my #1 favorite show of Cartoon Network of all time. And Powerpuff Girls came out in 1998 and was canceled in 2005, and the reboot came out in 2016. And all versions of the Powerpuff Girls, in my opinion, are good. So that's my salute on Powerpuff Girls / my thoughts on the Powerpuff Girls reboot. So Godzilla Powerpuff fan is signing out, but more Powerpuff Girls related content in the future.